Hey guys, so today's Wednesday. I wanted to sit down and make a video explaining exactly what is happening today. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I mentioned in a video a few days ago that today would be my meeting with the school. And like I said, I just wanted to kind of sit down and fully explain what is happening and the whole situation. So starting off is back in freshman year. I was at a brick and mortar school. I didn't honestly enjoy it. Most people love their high school years. I hated freshman year. It was really bad, and I had always wanted to do online school, so I decided to try it out for sophomore year. So, sophomore year, I joined the local, I guess you could say, online school, which is also run by the same district. I loved online school. It's amazing. It's totally different, and I feel like I've learned a lot more being with this online school. So, even though sophomore year I did not do the best grade wise, I continued through. I'm obviously back now for junior year. And I also get lots of questions if I do online school, if I'm college, high school, whatever. So, yes, I do online school at home, and I am a junior in high school. So, this whole situation revolves around my attendance. This year, they have changed the attendance policy or guidelines compared to last year. In my opinion, and the opinions of many other students in the school, last year was a lot better than how they've changed it to for this year. This year, the way they take it, it's just not cohesive. It doesn't work. So many other students are being counted absent, and it doesn't work. So, at the beginning of the year, I did my thing. I worked how I was supposed to, and I was being marked absent. The reason being for this is they take attendance based on one assignment per class per week that has been submitted. Now, this doesn't always work because some of my classes, I only have one assignment. Or maybe for that week I don't have an assignment. It's strictly based off just reading for the week. And then I am being marked absent for that. Another example was in first semester, I was taking PE. For PE, you have 2 assignments for 4 weeks, which I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's how it was. So in week 1, if I did both of those assignments, I'm going to be counted absent for weeks 2, 3, and 4. So again, it just wasn't cohesive to the rest of the school. So at the beginning of the school year, I wasn't really paying attention to being absent or whatever. I just did my work and went along with it. At the end of second quarter, we got a call saying that my absent count, if you will, had reached their limit where they were now concerned. So my mom and I had met with the principal and the attendance lady, and that meeting has pretty much changed the way that I view this school. When I started out with them, everyone was so understanding and caring and there for me. And after this meeting, I just got the impression that they don't care. They don't care about the student per se, or their success. They only care about what the state is going to say to them. That's all they're concerned about. Which I know that's so cruel to say because there are so many great principals and teachers out there, but you just get a different vibe from them. So At this meeting, I was forced to sign a contract stating I would not miss any more days of school. Since then, I had been perfectly fine. I had all of my ducks in a row. I wanted to prove them wrong because they thought that I wasn't going to do it. I had been great up until just a few weeks ago when I truthfully and 100% thought I had turned an assignment in for biology. It turns out I didn't, and at this point I'm not denying it. I'm not trying to hide the fact that I didn't submit something. Like I said, I truly thought I had turned... What are you doing? I truly thought I had turned an assignment in. So, because of that one absence, I am now being called in basically to court, which is our meeting that we're having today. I am not looking forward to it whatsoever. I don't do well with big groups of people. I get very nervous and shy. And especially when something is about me. It's just, I don't like situations and I feel targeted and I feel like I can't do anything about it. So, I'm going to kind of skip back a little bit to the meeting I had with the principal and the attendance lady a few months back. At that meeting, they asked me questions. It's just kind of like a routine thing that they ask anyone. Just, what do you want to do after high school? What's your favorite subject? What are your interests, hobbies, stuff like that. And one of the questions that really just irked me the wrong way was how or what makes you do your schoolwork? I responded saying that it's like my job, just like their job is to come to work and, run the school. My job is to be at home and do my schoolwork. It's just something I know that has to get done. I'm responsible enough and, disciplined enough to know that it needs to get done and know when it needs to get done. According to them, they thought my response was silly and it just wasn't a valid response. They then came back, not only at me, but at my mom, saying that my mom needs to reward me for turning in assignments, and that's going to motivate me to do more assignments. And that's part of this situation, which, like I said, really, really irked me the wrong way, is not only my school, but any other online school that I've ever looked at or seen on a TV, magazine, whatever it may be, they always promote working at your own pace. And that's kind of the reason why I was so intrigued to do online school, was because at a normal brick and mortar school, I always felt like I was behind. I just felt like I was being rushed to learn the lessons. So with online school, I valued the fact that if I needed to take an extra few days on an assignment to really understand it, then I could do that. So when I did that, I would then get in trouble for only doing what the school promotes. So, back to that meeting, she had basically told my mom she needs to reward me for doing things. My mom simply came back and said, "Are you kidding me? No." And I came back saying, "That is the stupidest thing I've heard. I'm not 5 years old. They are literally treating me like I am 5. I don't need to be bribed to do something. I understand when, you're 2 or 3 and you're learning, to be potty trained, parents will often be like, oh, here's a piece of candy if you go to the bathroom. Well, for me, I'm almost 17. I know what needs to get done, and I don't need to be rewarded for doing something. So it's hard to explain because it was obviously a lot more, interesting if you would have been there in that meeting, but they treat me like I'm 5, and that's the thing that really irritates me is they think that they're higher than me, which is not the case in my eyes. We're both human beings. We should both be treated like human beings. I don't feel like I should be treated, less. Obviously, I'm not the same age, but I understand. It's not like I'm 2 years old and, I don't understand anything. I understand life, and it's just, again, so frustrating, when a situation like this happens. So at that time, when we had talked with them, I'm the type of person who, even though I am shy, I will stand up for myself in a situation. And I tried, but they shut me down immediately. Once again, they're acting as if I'm 5. I feel like I have no voice with them because any little thing I say gets shut down immediately. It's either their way or the highway, and it's frustrating. So we, like I said, are having this meeting today, which was only brought up because I missed that one assignment, which I will obviously explain to them today. I'm nervous for it. I don't want to do it, but it needs to get done. And this meeting is supposed to involve not only staff and board members, but community members, which is, like, in my eyes, I was like, what, are you just going to go get, like, Joe from McDonald's to come sit in on this meeting? Like, how is that supposed to help anything? But I guess we're going to find out. So, anyways, this meeting is called a truancy meeting, which I searched up the definition of truancy. The definition is the act or action of staying away from school without good reason. And I feel like that's not what I am. I'm not truant. I'm doing my schoolwork. It's not that I'm staying away from school. I'm doing my schoolwork. I'm 110% committed. It's just the fact that their attendance doesn't line up with anything else the school promotes, and they need to change it, in my opinion. So, there's that. The next thing is, within the email they sent us, they had said that since I am resistant to interventions, this meeting needs to be held. And this is where it's frustrating as well, because I have not been resistant to anything they've tried to do. And the next part of it is they haven't tried to do anything. They have talked to me once, and that was the meeting a few months ago, which was useless in my opinion. It had nothing valuable within it. Again, I have not been resistant to anything they have attempted or tried to do, but they haven't done anything. And they said that they will support me and have supported me and have tried to help, but I'm just not willing to take it. And it's so frustrating, and I could honestly just cry right now, and I probably will later today, but they haven't done jack to help me. If anything, they're breaking me down more than they're helping. Teachers, any staff member of a school should encourage students, to be successful and help them with anything they need. And in this case, they haven't done anything to help me or even ask if I needed support for anything. All they do is keep blaming things on me, and I feel like I'm being targeted, and I don't like being in that situation. So I don't know what's going to happen later on today. Like I said, I'm obviously scared and nervous to go. At the same time, I just want to go and get it done and over with. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of the whole situation. I'm hoping that the principal and attendance person will not be there, but I do have a feeling that they will be. But yeah, it's very frustrating. So I also wanted to kind of add in something that it's not funny, obviously, because the situation is not funny, it's quite serious, but it's just kind of like a aha, like woe is me kind of thing. So like I had said, a few weeks back, I got the call that I missed the assignment for biology, which was true. But was it last week? I don't know. I think it was last week or maybe the week before. I got a call saying I was absent again. And I told myself, I said, this cannot be true. I made sure I turned assignments in for every class before I started working on anything else. This has to be a mistake. When I went in on our IC is what it's called, you can see every assignment, whether you've turned it in or not, the exact time it was turned in, the date, everything. I turned multiple assignments in for both of those classes, so I didn't know why I was being marked absent. I contacted both the attendance lady, the counselor, and both of those teachers, and I just flat out said, what is the issue? I don't understand why I'm being marked absent. Can you please tell me this is a mistake? Like, it's it's gotten to the point where I'm not even, like, beating around the bush, if you will. Like, I will flat out say, what is the issue? Like, it's just so frustrating because it's happened so many times now. So when I contacted both of these teachers, the one had said it was a simple oversight, he was sorry, and he would change it. And I understand that he's sorry and whatever, but that's not my job to make sure I'm counted present. That's the teacher's job, is to mark me correctly. And when they don't do that, that puts me in the wrong. And then the other teacher had said that she didn't grade the assignment until the following Tuesday, which they take attendance based on Sunday at midnight. I had that assignment turned in, I want to say it was maybe Thursday or Friday, so there was plenty of time in between where it shouldn't have even been questionable. And she said that, again, she hadn't graded it until Tuesday, so that's why she marked me absent. I said, that doesn't make sense because I turned that assignment in well before. It's not my fault you didn't grade it on time. And she said that she would change it. So because of those two instances after the true mistake, it's made me question and wonder, have the teachers done this before and I just haven't caught it? Because like I said at the beginning, it wasn't a concern of mine. I wasn't on top of that because that wasn't my duty. And now that it's a serious issue, I've been very careful making sure, and it was their mistake. So, I don't know, it just makes me question the whole thing. So, anyways, I don't really know what else I guess to say. So, that's the whole situation. The meeting starts today at 2:15. They said expect an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. So, like I said, I'm scared, nervous, not looking forward to it. I don't do well in crowds. And yeah, so I will keep you guys updated. I might make a video later talking about what happened, or I might just make a post on Instagram about it. So that is all. But like I said, I just wanted to say exactly what has been going on because I know I've mentioned it in a few videos and I haven't gotten into full detail. So there it is. But yeah, so it's currently about 11 o'clock. I need to go get showered for the day and then get some lunch here soon because obviously the meeting is going to be coming up soon. So that is it for right now. In the meantime, I'm going to change Ben and probably take some photos of him for Instagram, so stay tuned for those as well. And I will see you in our next video.